We on.
Yes.
Hi,
Yeah.
Facebook family. Hello, hello once again. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day, wherever you're watching us from. Today's Opportunity Tuesday. We're back again on your screen for another session of Opportunity Tuesday. It is a program where we come to engage with you guys, to inspire you, to educate you on certain things, and to get you all to engage with us. So please feel free to say hi to us. Feel free to comment, to ask questions, and let us know wherever you're watching us from. Today, I've got with me Balkisu all the way from Canada. I've got Bintu all the way from France, and I've got Sally all the way from Ghana. These precious ladies are they are family now. We met through our digital online business, and it has brought us closer. We are, even outside of this Opportunity Tuesday, we do engage with each other, which has been a real blessing to us. So today we are going to continue on our topic from last week, which is financial literacy. As we are all here together, one of the reasons that brought us together is that we were all hungry and desiring for change. We want freedom, we want flexibility, and we want financial independence. And that is what brought us all together. You see, birds of the same feathers, they flock together. And today we're going to deal with one of the setbacks, one of the hurdles that we face as some people, let me don't say we, because some people do, we all have different challenges. But in some parts of the world, some of the things that's crippling us as individuals and families is debt. And that all stems down to bad financial management. Bible says the borrower is slave to the lender. So today we're just gonna have a frank discussion over this and see how we can liberate ourselves and have financial freedom. Well, I'm not the expert on board here. We have people who are bankers, we have accountants, so we're gonna let them lead the way. So over to Sally. Thank you.
Thank you, Umu. Thank you to our viewers. Thank you to our followers. You guys are precious, and we are so blessed to have you today with us. Thank you so much. My name is Selikene. I'm originally from Mali, and I am residing in Ghana with my husband and the children. I'm an accountant, and then a financial auditor, and your humble servant, and I'm also a business owner, and I'm really proud of that one. I hope you are doing well. Right. So today, like Binti said, we are talking about financial literacy today, and it's an interesting topic actually, because honestly, the entire world, apart from the spiritual aspect, in fact, even include the spiritual aspect, but apart from the spiritual aspect, the financial, the economy, everything, I mean, almost everything is on that one. So if you can be able to set your finances right, to be able to heal your finances, to be able to get away from your trouble, your mess, I'm telling you, you would have peace in your heart, and you can live, I mean, you can live, how do I call it, what we call freedom, right? No, okay, so we are talking about that today, because that is something that can take away your sleep, that can take away your peace, inner peace. When those notification comes, the message comes to remind you that it's time for you to pay. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. It's not an easy thing to handle. But then our topic today is to address the reality we have been living in it before, because there are some of us that have been living in this situation. Trust me, you who are watching us, you might find yourself in that today, but there is solution, there is a way out. So we are here to let you know that, look, we have been there where you are. Some of us have been there. So we are here to explain to you what that is all about and what are the different reasons why people get into that. Umu is going to take us through that. There are many reasons, and we all have our realities. We all have our life. We all have our situations, our conditions, and things that go beyond our control. Sometimes unforeseen situation that we cannot control. Yes, it is true, but there is a solution for everything. So Umu, tell us, what are the different reasons, that people find themselves in debt, that people that want, who they don't want, but then they find themselves forced to go and take debt. I mean, to go and take loan and find themselves in debt. Umo, over
I
to you.
believe one of them, if I look back, maybe childhood, and or if I look from where I come from, there's never been enough. You understand? And so you find out that maybe our parents or grandparents sometimes, maybe they're expecting to, some of them are business people, they're expecting to make a little bit of sale, then they will go and buy food or something, to eat, or maybe they're going to be paid at the end of the month. So, they will go and take something from the nearby sellers, or, just to make life happen.
Right.
That's one of the kind of reasons. And but as we go up, but then when I look at it, for me and personally as well, if I reflect on my own life, it just all lack of education. And when I mean education, I don't mean school or university education. The lack of financial education, being smart, being wise, being taught on how to manage money. So it's like you feel that you want something and you don't have the money, and you want to go and buy it and say, okay, when I have the money, I will pay for it. Sometimes, again, in this country where we live, some people have to take loans to pay for their school fees. Some people have to take their houses on mortgage. It's all based, whatever the reason that we will say, it's all based on spending more than you're earning,
Yeah.
not making a budget, not being
Yeah.
able to delay your gratification, not being able to say, I will wait, I will work, I will save before I get something. So poor financial management, lack of
Right. You
financial
are
skills. Yeah.
absolutely right. It is true. But can you imagine that here in Ghana, some people actually enter into debt because of marriage, because they want to have a grandiose marriage. They want to have an extravagant, or I don't know, but they actually go and take loan, unrealistic loan that their salary cannot afford. Because if the loan is taken out, the remaining is nothing to write home about. Why? What's the point? But some people actually in Ghana, and that is something that is collapsing new wedded people. Like, they will come into marriage already with the weight of debt on them, and the wife and their husband, now they are struggling to put their food on the table. It's a reality. And as you said, it's poor financial management. Because if you know you are going to get married in the next 2-3 years or something, why don't you plan for it? Why don't you plan properly? So yes, it's a reality. And sometimes some things are beyond our control. Some people also, a sudden departed beloved person, and then the person has to prepare for funeral. The person has to, some people here in Africa, I speak from experience, as for instance, as a firstborn in a family, you are expected to do almost everything, although the siblings can help you. So the firstborn will find himself in a situation where he has to provide for the funeral expenses, and sometimes they have to go to the extent to go to the bank and take a loan. It is a reality and it is a truth. But it all bring down to a point to tell you that, look, you haven't prepared for unforeseen situation. Like, you haven't prepared for it. If you prepare for it, you have something waiting for you to tackle it. So Bakis will tell us, have you been in debt before? And how was it? Tell us.
Oh boy, like I'm sitting down here, I'm just listening to you ladies speak, and it is a pain for many.
Yeah.
And until you are in that shoes, you are not able to kind of fathom what it is like. Coming to the Western world, I know we're also comparing like back home and what we have here in the Western world. I'm in Canada, if people don't know, and I come from Sierra Leone originally. So when you come here, you're looking for all these rosy things, like life is gonna be good, but when you come in, life hits you really hard, right? And you come in, and your certificates are not really recognized here.
Wow.
You have to go through all the refreshers and all the thing. And when you come in, you don't have that kind of funding in order to sponsor your education. So you have to take student loan.
Wow.
And not only that, there are certain things you want to settle down, and then you have all these credit cards that are advertised to you. One thing that you will realize is the banks do not advertise debit cards, because that's what you have funds in the debit card, right? What they advertise more and they cajole you into getting into is credit cards. So you come in as a novice and you do not have the guidance in all situations, and you get into debt. So I have been there. I have been in instances wherein you're afraid, you get into so much debt, you're afraid when the phone rings, who's calling, the debtors are calling, you're afraid to open up some mails.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you learn from those experiences, right? Let's say what doesn't break you make you, or
Yeah.
make you stronger. So having had all those debts that I had before, and learning how to manage them, I used what we call, for those who do not know, there's the avalanche and then there's the snowballing. I use that effect. So when I paid one debt, whatever. So for example, if I was paying $100 on a credit card, and then I have a car loan that I was paying another $100, and depending on the interest that I'm paying on either one, I can look the highest interest I paid on the one. So once I finish paying that $100 on a car loan or on a student loan, I'll take that amount that I was paying on the student loan and add it to the amount that I was paying on the car loan. So now instead of paying $100 on the car loan, now I'm paying $200. So it's a snowballing effect. So it helps me. So to the point where I was able to pay off a significant amount of my debt. And I can sit back and think that, you know what, now I have this money coming in. My salary, I can do whatever I want with it. I can invest in whatever I want with it. So I had to educate myself, because financial literacy, in as much as we go to school, you are not educated in that sense. You have to go out there for yourself. So I had to find out, how do I invest in stocks? How do I diversify my portfolio? So I learned that from the mistakes that I made before. And now I'm here, like having my own business, having my own stocks. So you learn from those experiences. It doesn't mean because you faltered before that that's the end of the story. That's not your identity. You can build from that as long as you're open, as long as you're willing to open your mind to other possibilities to get out of debt and build wealth, not only for yourself and your family. You can do it. It's not the end of the day.
Right.
Absolutely.
Great. I am so inspired, trust me. And I like the word diversify your portfolio. You have no idea how like the feeling it gives you when you know that, look, this amount is over there. I have not touched it for the past 2 years, how much it is. And then you call the bank, please, this investment, and then and you know exactly how much it is. Just you want to let them know that, look, I'm coming for my money. Do you know how that feels? You know there is a problem and you know there is a solution for it. Trust me, it is the best feeling in the world. If you don't have it, you feel stranded. If you don't have it, you feel lost, and then you running helter scatter to look for loan. It's not an easy thing. So Bintu, you'll be telling us that, like, you have been avoiding that.
Like a plague.
People want to hear how you've been avoiding that. Like, I want to learn from you. I want to learn from you. Tell us, how have you been avoiding that?
Okay. I think, hello, viewers, once more. I'm a banker as a profession. I think because of my experience, that's why I'm not falling into that category of having debt, because I always have the policy that I don't spend what I don't have. You understand? How I manage my income we have a fixed expenses like to pay rent, utilities. Here in Europe, that these are expenses that you have to manage every month, so it's fixed. What I do, I always manage my variables expenses like grocery, entertainment, like to go to restaurants and all. After my rent have been paid, the rest that is in my account, if it's not enough for me, I cut down on my groceries, entertainment. I cut down. Here we always shop. There's for us ladies, we have so many things. Expenses. So I'll just cut down. As I've already said, I don't spend what I don't have. And here in Europe, we always have this overdraft facility. They give it to you for free because they want to put you in debt. But me, I always avoid it. I don't use money that I don't have, and I always make it a point of duty to save every month. I have a savings account, even for my daughter. She has an account. Yes, wherein I save for her every month. Whatever the circumstance, whatever little I earn, I always ensure that I save. So that's the way I've been doing to avoid debts in Europe.
We are
Because
learning from her today. We are learning
That's
from
so
her
nice.
today.
I wish I
It is
had
I
you
wish we
amazing.
had met her
like that
before.
before.
I wish we had met her before
I
so that
know.
she could have, stopped us from drowning. But anyway,
I tell you, very, very, it's
Interesting,
essential,
interesting.
really. If you have a savings account, when opportunities come up, there are always emergencies. You always have, somewhere to turn to. If you don't have it, that's where the debts come in. You have to go ask for loans, credits, and all these, they have debit interest, So
Mhm.
I think it
that's
all boils down to discipline as well,
yes,
Exactly.
yes.
because
That is what I need to do
for
right now.
me, there have been times that I have saved. I will save, 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 save. It will come up, and
Mm.
then there's trouble somewhere, and I feel that I have to go and rescue, and it will all go back down again. Or you will put it and then you will take it. You understand? But it's discipline,
Yes,
self-control. Some of us
that's it.
had lacked it on that, whatever it is. And I know there may be somebody there, because sometimes when somebody is talking about how they've been managed to stay away from certain trouble, if you're not careful, you will start feeling bad about it. We are not here to make anybody feel bad or anything like that. You understand? We all make mistakes. You understand? Somebody's strength, we're here to learn from each other's strength. And because you will be strong in one area, but then maybe you're weak in another area. But the reason why really we want to discuss this thing, because people have committed suicide because of debt.
Oh
And
man.
marriages are broken down because of debt. High blood pressure. It is not a good place to be, where you are, in so much debt. So that's, thank God we have the banker here and accountant, and that they are showing us the way. So if you're out there and you're in debt and you don't know how to get, don't worry. Just don't go into more. Just
Mhm.
take
Yes.
the little advice. And over to you, Sally.
Absolutely. And I like what you emphasize on. Like that is the truth. It takes discipline. Trust me. It takes personally. I choose to put it in short-term and long-term investments.
Mhm.
And then I like to also invest into businesses. Why? Because when it is in short-term investment, for instance, three-month investment, I know I can't touch that money until the 3 months is completed. When it's 6 months or 2 years or 5 years, I know whatever happened, I can't touch that money, right? So it sort of means saving and also earning on top of my saving, right? And then there is what we call emergency fund. Emergency fund has to be a cash that you keep at home because you can't, when it is, emergency, right? You need it right now. So that money, sometimes it's very difficult because you have in your head that there is money in the house, like there is money somewhere, it might not be plenty, it might just be something just right now, you can sort things out right now, right? And then mostly that's what people use. People can't save, like people can't go without touching it. That one is difficult, but trust me, I literally forget it. Like I try, I try, like, and I shift my brain that there is no money until something that is worthy of triggering that emergency for me to tell myself, look, it is time for you to intervene in the situation, right? So it takes discipline. And if you are not financially disciplined, look, it's not a problem. We are all different. Nobody's perfect. We all have our downside and upside. So all we do is to mitigate our weaknesses and then capitalize on our strength. Yeah, that's all you can do. Okay, and there are solutions, accelerate debt payment. You can reduce, like, to accelerate debt payment, and that will help you to repay your debt so quickly by paying them, and even that one, paying them immediately, quickly, so that the interest rate will reduce. That one requires you to get another source of income, because if you have only one source of income, how can you quickly pay a debt off? It's not easy. So that is where getting a business like ours comes in. You need something like a backup. This business is like a backup. This business is not like an investment in the bank. It's not like an investment in the stock also. No, it's not like that, because it's quite different. Because this one, it's beyond those one. This one is a business itself, right? It's a business itself. Although it is digital, it has all the foundation and the functionality of a business, trust me. And it's the best thing you can have and you can rely on. And then even after you can your children inherit it, and then your children can receive the benefit, the bonuses from the business. How beautiful and awesome, amazing is that? So this business is awesome. You can check this out. Bintu, what do you think?
It's an amazing business.
Yeah.
So we welcome you all to join our community. This all you need to do is register your name and email address in any of the websites you see here, and so that you'll start your own journey of owning an online business.
Right.
Yes.
That is great. Okay, so what are you see, people sometimes they are in doubt and they feel like, well, what should I do? What should I do to even find out more about this business without showing myself too much out there? What should I do? What would you tell that person?
Yeah, there's people to be in doubt is okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you see my T-shirt. It says
Faith, yeah.
Faith,
yeah,
fear upside down, faith up.
So you just kind of like, I always believe if you don't take a step or you don't take action, you believe in something and you're doing the same thing. If nothing changes, nothing changes.
Yeah.
If you're still doing the same thing over and over again and you're getting the same result, then it means that you need to do something different, right? We will not be here if we do not believe in what we're doing. In as much as, yes, we're showing our faces, you don't have to. If it's something that you're interested in and you want to make something different for yourself and you want to make something different for your family, reach out to anyone here. Ask them questions and then see where this leads. Believe in yourself enough to take action for yourself. You're bigger. I always say this. That is my mantra. I will say you're bigger and you're better than you think you are, and you're capable. So invest in yourself, value yourself enough to invest in yourself and make the change that is going to change the rest of your family's life.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. So much inspiring things over here. If you miss our Tuesday meeting, trust me, you are missing so much. Join us every Tuesday and learn from us. You know, we want to hear from you. Wherever you are watching us from, tell us. Wherever you're watching us from, we want to hear from you. We will respond to you, and we are available. That's why we show our faces out here. Umu, over to you. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity tonight.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. And we want to say thank you to our viewers, to all those who have been watching us. There was Lovina from America. Actually, I went to school with her. She's a long-time friend. And there's Constance Akosia Abe from Ghana, and she said Plan B is always the backup that we needed. So I just want to talk to somebody out there. Don't ignore your debt. Don't ignore your financial mess. Take action. There is hope. There is help. Don't give up. If you want to know what we do, get on our website and register. Until next time, till we meet again, it's a bye from us. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.